Hey guys, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews, and today we are going to talk about the horrible tragedy that happened at YouTube headquarters. So I've done a lot of research on this just to make sure I had every fact straight, because there's a lot of crazy twists and turns here. We are not going to say the name of the individual who did this. I don't necessarily agree with that, and I 100% agree with Philip Franco's take on that, where you really shouldn't say the name of this person, because a lot of what motivates them to do that is fame. However, in this case, I don't really feel it was the notoriety of what they did. This takes some really weird turns. For those of you who don't know, at YouTube headquarters the other day, there was a shooting. 3 people were shot, 2 of which have already been released from the hospital, 2 girls, and 1 guy, the guy is still in critical condition at the hospital. So, the crazy parts here are there's a lot of say-so going on involved with this. And when I say say-so, I mean the father and brother of the shooter are both claiming that they had warned police that she might be doing something crazy because they'd filled out a missing persons report for her. The police stated that they were never tipped off to anything crazy by the brother and the father. However, later apparently they called back saying that she makes videos for YouTube and they had done something to her videos and she was upset. That's all that was stated. However, they are saying that they warned the cops that she might do something crazy. I really don't necessarily know which way that is going. I do believe that the lady is Iranian, if I do remember correctly, which, yeah, that's the part that should also shock you, is this was a 30-something-year-old woman. Women don't typically tend to commit most shootings, by the way, in case you're not aware of that. And technically, due to the way that our government rates mass shootings, this is a mass shooting, despite no one dying and despite only 3 people being shot. That is a multiple shooting. I don't agree with calling that a mass shooting, because it's not what most people picture when they hear the word mass shooting. However, that doesn't make this any less of a problem. I mean, this is pretty bad. Normally, you can look at it, and a shooter typically fits some kind of MO, and that MO isn't really here. That's not really anything. This woman doesn't fit that typical shooter profile. She also makes YouTube videos. Well, made YouTube videos. She shot herself in the head after this, so some people are saying there's 4 victims because she shot herself in the head. She's not a victim. She's the aggressor in this story, nor would I ever word it as she is the victim. So she was upset, apparently, because YouTube was age gating her and people couldn't see her videos and they had demonetized her. She had 10,000 subscribers, supposedly, from what I heard, and thousands of videos, ranging from her being a PETA supporter, a vegan, to workout videos, to animal abuse stuff, like her fighting for animal abuse rights, and people shouldn't abuse animals, and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, shoot PETA, that's what they do. I want to be very clear on something here. In no way do I feel that this is okay or acceptable. I have my qualms with certain things YouTube does, but no one deserves to die over that. Let alone the people she's shooting aren't even the people making those decisions. I mean, I don't think she could have made it to those people even if she absolutely wanted to. So it's a very odd chain of events. And it's even more odd because normally you don't see someone that's super left committing something like this. Well, and honestly, we don't really know any shooter's political views. And unfortunately, it's not like you can really kind of get any kind of questioning out of her now. This is such an odd turn of events, and it's really sad to see anything like this happen to YouTube. Like, YouTube's headquarters, I really would assume they have some pretty strict security. And unfortunately, it doesn't really state, where she made it into the building or any of that stuff. People were evacuated. Google gave their employees today off who wanted any kind of counseling in light of the events. Say what you will about YouTube, they take very good care of their employees. They treat their employees extremely well. I am not a YouTube employee. Let's make sure we understand that. I am listed as a private contractor. So what I get and what Google employees get are very different. But they should take care of those employees. They are giving me a platform to try to make my own career and my own business. And I understand where they come under fire because a lot of things they do might be controversial. But let's be honest here. It's not exactly easy to have a video platform where people can just upload all this video and then also keep advertisers happy and then also keep all of your viewers happy. But I would never think that it would drive someone that nuts. Again, I think any content creator you ever speak with would be able to easily tell you, like, yes, there are times where this is stressful, and yeah, there are times where it wears on you, but never once have I been like, man, this is so tricky, I'm gonna go wipe out YouTube headquarters. Like, that doesn't cross a sane person's mind. I would have liked to have known the motivations, like, beyond that. There's no way it was just based off of her YouTube. And maybe it was. Maybe she really is just that nuts. But again, it's also really weird to see a woman committing a shooting like this and it not fit some kind of generic MO. It's just crazy. Like, it is absolutely absurd. YouTube did pull down her channel after the events, which rightfully so. I'm kind of shocked anyone was even there to have pulled this down. You kind of would think, like, if this happened at work, like, everyone was just off today. Like, that's kind of what I think. But people by choice chose, yeah, I don't need the counseling. I'm going to go in today. Feel like working. I probably would have taken the day off. Like, even if it wasn't getting to me that badly, it's an extra day off. But that's just absolutely absurd. And, like, I can't picture someone getting to that point. And a lot of times when I talk about, like, shootings, and I've mentioned before, like, the most common profile for a shooter is a bullied boy. Like, that's typically where your school shootings are happening, is this boy who's been bullied. I'm sure a lot of you saw the video where the Florida shooter, the one girl even admitted, yeah, everyone bullied him. Which is wrong. You shouldn't be admitting to that. That doesn't look good for you either. Don't get me wrong. What he did isn't justified, but you saying that you bullied him, you probably played a part to why this happened. No offense to you, my dear. But the issue, I think, with, like, that specific incident, like with those types of shootings, is back when I was younger, like, I was bullied in grade school. When I got to high school, I wasn't bullied anymore. I was one of the cool kids. But when you look at, like, grade school, I was able to ignore it. Like, when I left school, and I wasn't, like, there was, like, 2 bullies in our class. I went to a small Catholic school. We had, like, 30 kids in my grade school class, all right? That was it. You knew everyone. But when you really, like, look at it, like, I could go home and it was done. I didn't have to deal with it once I got home. Today you have social media. If you're bullied, chances are you're bullied everywhere you go. And there's no looking away from it. There's no getting away from it. There's no break from the bullying. It is just constant. And it's really sad, and that's kind of disgusting to a certain extent. But yeah, it's... you can't look at, like, this situation and just go, oh, well... I mean, unless, because she said that YouTube's like a dictator, apparently. I just, like, there's never been a time where I've been that disgruntled with YouTube. I've been upset. I've been worried about, the livelihood that I've built here. But she has more videos than I do. Apparently, some of these videos were very strange, too. I really don't know fully what any of them were because it was pulled down by the time pretty much anyone found out she had a channel. But yeah, it's a very tragic source of events, and for the people who are sitting there saying, oh, YouTube had this coming, you gotta be kidding yourself. Really? No one has coming dying. That's not like a punishment. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Unless, like, okay, so there's certain circumstances. Like, if someone kicked in my door right now with the intent to hurt me or my kids, yes, they now have the intent of dying. That is plausible. But because the algorithm doesn't like you or because you're unhappy with a business practice, employees of that company don't deserve to die. That's not how that works. And if that's how you think it works, you are a seriously messed up human being, and I urge you to seek some kind of help. Like, when I heard the news, I almost didn't fully believe it. I was like, oh, maybe they just heard it wrong. I expected it to be maybe someone who ran a gun channel shortly after that. I didn't expect it to be a 30-some-year-old woman who's into yoga and fitness and being a vegan and that stuff. I didn't see that coming. Like, the profile fit isn't there. So, let me know what you guys think about this. If you want to say any prayers or anything for YouTube employees, obviously, you can post them at YouTube on Twitter.com and tag them. But I am interested to what you guys think about her. Like, do you see how that could happen? I'm really boggled by this. Like, truly boggled. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll have plenty more content coming for you. If there's anywhere you want to follow me, Twitter, Facebook, Xbox, PlayStation, any of those things, you can do so in the description box down below. And if you want to follow me on BPGR Live, that's where I'm going to be doing my game streams for the most part. There in Twitch. Twitch will be anything on Xbox. But I'll see you all soon. I'll have plenty more content coming for you. Thanks for watching.